Good day. I am Loud Esmond, just one of the stable of sports prognosticators here at Winners and Winers. All of us trying to make you a better. Remember, hit the bell, like, subscribe, and send us your comments so we can keep bringing you these great picks. And we know what you're interested in. We want to get your feedback and hear from you, that's for sure. So the USFL season is behind us. The championship was last weekend. And if you followed my advice and you took the Stallions on the money line, you won. And you're going to be cashing a ticket like I am going to be cashing a ticket when I go back to the sports book where I placed my bet here in the great Pacific Northwest, where sports betting is legal at brick and mortar sports books. And I will be cashing it. Now, I got the over-under wrong. And if you did take the minus 4.5 on the Stallions, you wouldn't have covered that either. But the money line is, of course, where I said you should have put the majority of your money. So we're going to take that as a win. Preseason is still a few weeks away for the NFL. We will be bringing you a slate of picks daily here. But right now, well, there's no preseason games to pick, no regular season games to pick. So what I'm going to do in the interim, I'm going to bring you some picks on what I consider to be some of the most fun season-long bets that you can do in the NFL. And these are NFL futures and over-under win and loss records. Over-under win and loss bets allow you to bet for or against a team going over or under a pre-selected number of wins. We're going to focus on the Chicago Bears over-under number in just a minute. Now, you can also bet on teams to, say, win the Super Bowl, to win their conference, to win the division championship, and you can get some long odds on these. Last year, the Rams were plus 1,400 to win the Super Bowl. A $100 bet would have paid you $1,400. Now, that's some nice action if you can get it. Right now, you can bet the Rams to win the Super Bowl at plus 1,200, or the Bengals, who were in the Super Bowl last year and only got better, at a whopping plus 2,000. Wow. Now, if you get a team that comes in at plus 3,000, plus 5,000, you're making some real ducats. And the favorites right now, the Buffalo Bills, are only plus 650. So you still make a decent amount of money. Bet $100, you got $750 coming bet, and that's betting chalk. Now, I don't particularly like betting chalk on those types of bets because they don't pay as well for the amount of risk that you're putting in. Let's talk about the over-under number for the Chicago Bears. The number currently sits at 6.5. So if they win 6 and you bet the under, you win. If you bet the over, they've got to win 7 or more. I love the underplay here. The Bears won 6 games last year. Since then, they lost their best defensive player and their QB pressure machine and sack machine, Khalil Mack, traded to the Chargers. They lost their best receiver and potentially best offensive weapon in all-world receiver Allen Robinson to the Rams. They lost their top 2 offensive linemen from a group that didn't even crack the top 20 in terms of line efficiency, according to Pro Football Focus. And yeah, they got a decent running back in David Montgomery, but he's not a game changer. And their quarterback, how do I put this nicely? Justin Fields is unproven as a quarterback starter in the NFL. The team is in trouble. When the bright spot you're looking at on your roster is whether a rookie tackle who played 3 games last year, missed most of the season, and Trevin Jenkins is going to prove out to be worthy of the high draft pick that you gave him last year, oh boy, you're in serious trouble. The new coach, Matt Eberflus, who? Yeah, exactly. He has an entirely new staff, new schemes on offense and defense. Yikes. Now, in the AFC North, the Bears are going to face Green Bay twice, Minnesota twice, and an improved Detroit Lions team, bunch of knee biters, twice. They have to play the Giants on the road and get an improved Miami Dolphins team with an impressive array of offensive weapons at home. And they have really 3 easily winnable games, at least on paper. The Texans at home, the Commanders at home, and at Atlanta Falcons. The Commanders might be a tougher opponent than people think. Carson Wentz could bounce back, and that defense could come back to form. And Chicago, just frankly, is one of the most talent-devoid teams in the NFL. And I think they're going to be picking in the top 3 draft picks next year. I'm looking at maybe 5 wins here for Chicago. I don't know who's going to say they're going to win 7 or 8 games. I just don't see it. I see 5 wins here, maybe less. So here's the bet. Take the Bears under 6.5 wins on the season, minus 120. I'm Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better.